Shalom, shalom, it's the brother Yahweh Shapat coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh. Alahaya Nawa Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in these scriptures, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So, we in them times where, hey, Jacob's trouble is looming. It's right around the corner, and it's not on its way here, man. That trouble is already here. You got foreign military age men crossing the borders day in and day out, especially as of recently. So, what do you think they're here for? If you think they here to just become U.S. citizens and, be acclimated into society, man, you got another thing coming. A scripture that comes to mind, just seeing all of these foreign troops here, we know that the UN troops are going to be the ones enforcing martial law, because you're going to have a lot of U.S. military that's going to be scattered abroad. And, the ones that are here, they're not going to want to, they're not going to want to enforce it. They not, a lot of them people in the U.S. Army, the police, so on and so forth, they not with the agenda of the elites. So you're going to have a civil war here, and you also going to have, hey, when that breaks out, that's going to give them a reason to mobilize those UN troops, and those are going to be foreign troops. They're not going to have, the best interests of the United States, on their mind, so to speak. They're not going to give a damn about you people, man. And you 2/3, y'all are going to be swept up in that storm that's coming. So this is Zechariah 14 and verse 1. They speaking on them foreign troops. Where do you think they gonna mobilize these troops at? A lot of Jake been seeing them in them low income in them Jake neighborhoods, pretty much, man, in the ghettos. Which they gonna have, operations throughout the United States. They gonna enforce martial law. They gonna enforce them concentration camps. Hell, hey, and they gonna ultimately they're gonna be mobilized to take out people who are, against the NWO. People who speak out against it. Hey, they gonna come for the profits, but all this has to play out before, we get the hell up out of here, man. So it is what it is. You gotta kind of have that mindset, like, man, look, the Lord gonna be with me. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gonna be with me. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if I get beheaded for this truth, that's cool. And that may sound extreme to the average person, but we know what we signed up for. And we know that could come with it, man. So, hey, the prophets ain't scared, man. The real ones anyway. But this is Zechariah 14 and 1. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished. And half the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle. Hey, so pretty much, man, them UN troops, the elite, y'all not gonna have y'all way with the elect. You know what I'm saying? And when you start to see that civil war break out, people against fighting up against another, that's gonna breed all out chaos and anarchy. And yeah, what do you think is gonna happen when these UN troops roll on you 2/3? Hey, they gonna take your houses. They gonna take your houses and spoil your goods. Rape is gonna be coming back in a huge way, and this is what the scriptures say. The scriptures tell you right here in the second verse that the women shall be ravished, the houses shall be rifled, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity. So this happened to Jerusalem in the past, but it's gonna happen again. You know, and hey man, the Lord got different scenarios of death planned for the 2/3, but you can guarantee that if you are not a part of the elect, you will perish in one way or another. You know. This is Jeremiah 15 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Hey, you know, Jake gonna be wanting answers when it's too damn late to give a damn. Hey man, you should have been, you know, during that time, man, it ain't gonna be nothing. Ain't you know, we gonna have the oil that we do have. That's for us. We ain't gonna be giving that oil out. It's gonna be too late when Jake actually want to turn and seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And a lot of you are gonna be told, hey man, whatever the Lord got planned for you, you know, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be and I'm gonna just get into this precept. This is Jeremiah 15 and 2. And it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. So, hey, man, whatever way the Lord got set up for you to perish, that's how you gonna go. Which we ain't got a roadmap of what's gonna happen to who or whatever, but we gonna be able to tell, you know, who pretty much marked for redemption and who's marked for death. The Lord gonna give us the spirit to discern all of that. You know, and one of y'all, you know, you might run up on one of the men of the Lord. You might have remembered their videos. You might have seen them out there teaching. You might catch them in passing somewhere, asking them, you know, what's your fate? And this gonna be the answer you gonna get, man. Hey, whatever the Lord got set up, whatever way Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua got set up for you to go, that's how you gonna go. You know, it says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy. So the Lord gonna be using these animals as spirits of vengeance. Hey, them vultures, them crows, they gonna be, that's all they gonna be, as a cleanup crew. You know, the Lord gonna have all these animals, using them as spirits of vengeance, man. You know, the scriptures talk about how the wild beasts shall change their places. You know, they gonna be able to tell, or whether the Lord gonna put the spirit on them and let them know, hey, it's time to hunt. They gonna know what's going on when all hell break loose. The animals are they in tune with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So, you know, you can't be surprised, man, when you see a pack of wolves walking down the middle of the street in the city. Hey, that's gonna happen. That's gonna be a thing. These animals that's in these zoos, they gonna be set free and escape. Some of them will be used as spirits of vengeance. You know, so hey man, all hell getting ready to break loose, and you know, good riddance to you fucking niggas, man. To you 2/3. You know, hey, y'all don't have no pleasure in seeking the Lord, so the Lord ain't gonna have no pleasure in delivering you in these times to come. You know, it just, and rightfully so, it just pisses you off, man. You know, especially for the people who've been warned. You've been warned. You know what's right and what's wrong, and you continue to do wickedly. Hey man, you know, death to you. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. You know, you just gotta look at our people and how they conduct themselves, man. Our women ain't women. Our men don't want to be men. You know, shit, man. You know, I see why brothers deal with them women of the other nations. You don't really you got them dirtball Edomite women that smoke and do this and that and the third, but man, you got to get you a country bunking ass bitch, man, for her to be, a cigarette smoker on drugs. You got to go out there and try to find the worst Edomite woman you can find. Now, when you compare most of these Edomite women or these women of other nations to our women, man, they blow them out of the park in all areas. They don't smoke. They take care of their body. They eat right. They look right. They just all over. Take care of themselves better than the Israelite woman. You know what I'm saying? And when you know, we ain't them niggas in the world that want you, that smoke swishers all day, that pop pills all day. Hey man, fuck the black woman, man. And I say that because when you dealing with them, hey man, as a whole, they say fuck us. They ain't got no respect for us. They ain't got no love for us, man. You know? So, hey man, and the black woman is the hairbringer of death. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of the what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of the roots to the problems, it starts with these women. The way that they raise these kids, the way that they, lead a household, because Esau put them in charge. You know what I'm saying? Put women over men. Hey, that's has done nothing but lead to the further destruction of our nation. And the scriptures tell you that. I'm whispering, I'm speaking very low because of, I'm not trying to disturb anybody else in the house. So, Salakia for that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was sitting in a car or something like that, I'd probably be speaking a little bit differently. But that's just a heads up for Akim. But this is Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. Amen. So these women are, a part of that destructure of our nation, the destructuring of our nation, man. It got a lot to do with these women, and a lot of these women are gonna fucking perish. You gotta think about it, man. A lot of these women can't even have kids. They done took that old bullshit birth control, and that done fucked them up. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, they don't take care of themselves. They sleep around, and ultimately they feel like they can do whatever the hell they want to do, which is rebellion, which is as the sin of witchcraft. Me personally speaking, for myself, speaking as a man, fuck the Israelite woman. Hey, the ones that ain't in order. To you sisters that are in order, hey, shalom. But to the ones that ain't in order, man, to hell with them. I don't want nothing to do with them. I see a motherfucking Salakia. I see an Israelite woman in public, I look past her. You know what I'm saying? Because I know 9 times out of 10, she ain't no damn good, man. It's better for you to get with a heathen woman. You know what I'm saying? They gonna treat the Israelite man like the God he is every time. Now, I ain't saying that they ain't women, and that they, don't do some of the same shit that all women do to irritate men. I'm just saying, overall, it's better for you to deal with one of them than to deal with one of the women of our nation. And that's the proof is in the pudding, and I'm gonna just kind of label this an open forum. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, all hell is getting ready to break loose, and you women are not going to do anything but die if you do not get under the rulership and the authority of a man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You will fucking perish. You're not gonna get yourself armed up and defend yourself like fucking the woman from Tomb Raider. You ain't gonna be killing zombies and shit, man. You gonna either be getting your ass subdued, or you're going to, be protected by being under a man. I don't know why these women feel like they gon', fucking take defense classes and defend themselves, or rather you gonna get arms and you gonna defend yourself. Man, hey, just like how you saw that woman about to be raped in what was it in that movie, man? The Book of Eli was with Denzel. Hey man, that woman was begging Denzel to help her out. He was gonna probably wasn't gonna have nothing to do with her, but he ended up having to fight himself. And by default, she got saved because he ended up killing all of them guys that was coming at him. But man, they was getting ready to rape the hell out of her, man, and kill her and probably fucking eat her. That's the good, and it's good to get raw and uncut when teaching this truth. Because if you don't think that cannibalism is coming back in a huge fashion, you know, you must be living under a damn rock. They put it in all of these movies, whether they do it in a joking manner or whether it's in a serious manner. The elite put these movies out to let you know what is in the near future. It's kind of part of they sick fucking ritual. They put some truth out there before, shit actually hits the fan. Most of you people are just too docile to even dissect it. That's why the movies that they put out, man, movies are for, uh, you know, for those who are in the know, whether you be on the right hand or the left hand side. Those of you who are in the middle are just, sheep ready for the slaughter. I'm gonna get one more precept and then I'm gonna wrap this one up. This second Ezra 5 and verse 8. There shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Hey, if you ain't looked around and seen it, these young GMO babies, these GMO baby niggas is killing each other, man. A lot of deaths been going on, and it ain't just in my city. This shit's going on around the United States. It's teenagers killing teenagers. Those are the menstruous women bringing forth monsters. A lot of late to mid to early 2000 babies, y'all are monsters, man. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a worse group or bunch. But then again, I was born in 1994. You know what I'm saying? Hey, these niggas from my generation ain't worth a damn. But this is that wicked and adulterous generation that Yahweh Shah said shall not pass. They back here again on the earth today, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep reading on down. And salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. So in the days that we coming into, there's not gonna be any understanding for you to get. You need to get that now. In the days that we coming into, the scriptures tell you, friends shall destroy one another. Neighbors are oftentimes friends. Hey man, in the days to come, neighbors gonna be stealing from neighbors, killing each other, breaking in each other's houses. You know what I'm saying? Your friends, who you thought were your friends, they gonna come into your house, take your food, kill you. Might take your wife and make a sex slave out of her. These are things that are going to happen in real time, very, very soon. Hey, thus saith the Holy Scriptures, man. Pretty soon you're going to have a real famine, and you're going to have a famine of the word. As things get worse and worse, man, the Lord is going to have his prophets withdraw. And that might be my next lesson. You know, but with that, man, hey, I'm gonna close this one out. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying. And until the next one, I say shalom.